Super Hits 104.9 WAXI, Rockville, Clinton.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Well, we'll start with our thank you note from the Fire Department for the recent contribution and recent contribution and continued support. All right. You all received your minutes?
Yep.
And any corrections, changes, anything?
I move that we accept the minutes as printed.
Second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Claims and warrants. End of month, 12/31/22, $52,119.91 for today's meeting. $540,151.86, and for industrial supply, $340.85. We'll go ahead and do all this in one motion. Payroll warrants.
Jay, wait a minute. We need to, the end of the month in the January meeting, we need a motion, and industrial supply needs to be separately.
Oh, okay. So,
I'll make a motion, we approve the claims and warrants for the end of the month of 22 in December and the January 19th meeting.
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
You gotta make the next one.
So this one I have to
Yeah.
abstain.
The industrial supply. You need to make a motion to approve that.
Okay. I move that we, approve the industrial supply warrant of $340.85.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain.
That's one.
All right. Payroll warrants for 12/22/22, 12/29/22, 1/5/23, 1/12/23, and 1/19/23 in amount of $40,782.30.
I'll make a motion, we approve the payroll warrants for 12/22, 29, 105, 112, 119.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Bank reconciliation for the end of the month, December 2022, utilities, $2,985,065.61. For the town, $1,065,089.99. Customer deposit, $36,110 even, and payroll is $2,359.62.
I'll make a motion to accept the bank reconciliations for the end of the month for December 2022.
Second.
All of those.
Okay.
Oh, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. You want to hand them out?
Sure. Yes.
Where's the signatures on these, Kathy?
Oh. I was like, oh, I forgot.
Just sign under?
Yeah. Just sign it and date it and I'll draw the line. Yep, that'll work.
Okay. So here, sign, there's no place to sign.
This isn't something we sign.
I'll put that rubber band back on there. That way we won't get yelled at.
We don't want that. Okay.
Last one. We have one water sewer adjustment request, account 3105.07, Chuck Keller, all paperwork in, everything.
I'll make a motion, we allow the adjustment for Chuck Keller.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
One billing adjustment.
What did I do? Oh,
Nothing, I just,
that is supposed to be 148.79.
okay. Okay,
It's hard telling what you'll find on there tonight.
okay.
I'll make a motion to accept the billing adjustment 14879.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Who was that for?
That is for the review approved
I had it,
water sewer for William Huffman.
okay,
This is just the actual billing adjustment.
okay.
Morning, Craig's. Mo. Thinking about my friends at Walmart.
I know.
And I get mine at this one, maybe. There, Chief.
John?
I don't have a whole lot. Got 25 calls per month. 3 drug arrests in the last week. Got the gun rack replaced last week in the truck. I will be attending February 15th through the 17th. The Indiana Drug Enforcement Association has a conference in Indianapolis they do every year, so I'll be going to that. Other than that, with it being a new year, we just need to decide, it doesn't have to be tonight, but decide if we want to stay at 21 part-time hours or what our plan is going forward. I know we talked about it and then Randy went out and, like I said, we don't have to make a decision on tonight.
Okay.
Get the wheels turning.
Okay.
That's all I've got, unless you have something for me.
No? Thanks for all your efforts.
Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Diana?
Yes, thank you. I have 3 things. I'm gonna pass out the papers while I'm talking to you as well, so I won't waste time. The first thing is, the park board met last Sunday, and, we had a resignation by Joe Cox as a member and vice president of the park board. And so we now need to replace him, and we have done that through a vote of, a unanimous vote, and Cindy Todd has agreed to be our new member. I'm not sure we followed the correct procedure, but we did include it in the minutes, we voted on it, and we did vote to accept Joe's resignation in one motion, and then we accepted Cindy's nomination and voted her in as our new member. So is that correct? Do you know?
I'd have to look it up or ask Scott. I think at the time we formed the board, did the council have to appoint one, or is that the library I'm thinking of?
I think that's a library.
Library,
That must be library.
yeah.
Because, yeah. But anyway, Cindy is our new member, and then we did have elections, voted our new officers, and Cindy is now our new vice president. So, I am president, Cindy is our vice president, and Penny is our secretary treasurer. Do you remember if the board has to vote, has to approve them like they do with the chief and the chief for the fire department and the police chief? I don't remember that either.
I don't
Don't think
remember.
we ever had.
I think just once, when it was formed,
That was,
but I don't think afterwards.
okay,
We could put a motion in there just to be safe, and we'll ask Scott when he
Okay.
gets here.
all right, that suits me fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would like to present the slate of officers. First of all, I'd like to present Cindy Todd as a replacement for Joe Cox. And I'd like to present the new slate of officers, President Diana Bartlos, Vice President Cindy Todd, and Secretary Treasurer Penny Cox for the Montezuma Park Board. How's that? Okay,
Motion.
is that okay?
I move to accept those nominations and elections.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. The other thing that I have 2 other things. In your packet, you have an alternate map, an alternate route for the town-wide walking trail. And it will say alternate on that page. I included the old one, the previous one, and then the new one. And the new one routes the walking trail over from Water Street along Adams Street and clear over to Jackson Street. And then at Jackson Street, they would cross at the highway right there at the hardback.
No, at Firehouse.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, yes, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
the alternate.
That's the alternate. That's not the one we want.
Yeah.
We want the one that goes clear to Monroe. Yeah, because Cindy had discovered that there was an alley north of the playground fence, and thought possibly we could use that alley along the playground fence to go over to clear to Jackson. But if we use Monroe like we initially, that was initially suggested at one of the council meetings here, that there is a handicap crosswalk there at, what's his name, Cratchity,
He died, Dave.
who just passed away.
Karate.
From the, across from the liquor store. There is a handicap crosswalk there, which is already a convenient place for people to cross across the highway. It's pretty open right there and would probably be a safer place for people to cross. So we would like to suggest that we change the route from Water along Adams Street all the way to Monroe, and then cross at the highway. And then from the highway, they would go north along Monroe and then turn east on Wilkinson to Aztec Park. And that would take them to the trail there. Do you have any suggestions there?
I think that's a better route.
I feel you're right.
I feel like that intersection at Jackson and 36 there at the gas station is pretty busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And start mingling
Yeah.
pedestrians.
Pedestrians and
Yeah,
cars.
I agree. So with your permission, we would like, the park board would like to suggest that we use the new route that shows people crossing on Monroe and 36.
This one.
Make a
Yeah.
motion.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we do the north to Monroe Street and then to Wilkinson that way instead of the Jackson.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then somehow we're supposed to have a resolution, right, for the trail, is that
Yeah.
correct?
From Scott.
From Scott?
Probably to declare that a trail, and that way he can double check that alley. She
We're not-
didn't think it'd been closed.
We're not gonna use that
Oh,
alley.
you're not
We're
going
not gonna
to?
use it.
Oh, I thought that was from Jackson to,
Yeah, we're gonna use the other map.
that's the alternate.
Yeah, I can.
So you're using the other one that won't affect that anyway?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
felt it's gonna be
He
hard.
should be here. He had a meeting at Vermillion Rise and he thought it should be over about 6 or a little after.
We thought it was gonna be hard to maintain that. You know,
Yeah,
it's grass and
yeah.
people wouldn't wanna walk that way and get their feet wet.
Mhm.
And would have to mulch it or something
Yeah.
to make it usable.
By the time fall season starts, that intersection up there by the gas station is gonna be a
It's terrible.
Yeah.
darn mess anyway.
Be a big conundrum, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Be a mess.
be something.
It would.
Yeah, there's always vehicles trying to pull out of there 5 different directions.
Yeah.
You got your normal flow of traffic. And I'm actually surprised we don't have a lot more stuff up there than we do, honestly.
Okay, well, we'll ask Scott about that when he comes. I feel like he said we had to create a resolution to state the mapping, and that this was
A trail or
a trail, a townwide trail, and so
He said something about signs, didn't he?
We've got the
signage.
signs.
Yeah,
Signage.
we've got the signage, we're okay there, we just have to be able to tell the town guys where they're supposed to be posted.
Yeah.
But we didn't know for sure yet.
So do we need to put something in the minutes that says at least we've looked over or talked about a resolution or whatever?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
Review plan.
All right, let's see,
Cook-off.
yeah, I was checking my notes to see what else we discussed. The Great All-American Chili Cook-Off is Saturday, February 18th, and John needs to come and
John's gonna be in Vegas.
hold his title. Oh, seriously? You'll have to send somebody in your
I'm gonna try to
place.
get Darren to come.
All right. Yeah, send him in your place.
Hubble will be happy I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, gosh, we have a good time. It's a great, fun
It is
evening.
fun.
Just a good community evening of fun. So we hope you can come, and I've included the flyer that is being sent out, and you should see things, ads in the paper here soon. And then there's an invitation to enter your chili, and also a request for a donation to help towards the auction items. And I'm not sure, but I think that's all I've got. I don't believe there's anything else. We discussed, at the meeting, we did a lot of discussing what we would like to see happen on the river, along the trail and Rita Park. That's our treasure, and we're not utilizing it to its full potential. And that boat ramp is full all the time. Paul and I can see it from our house, and it's busy down there constantly, and that railroad bridge is busy constantly. And we would like to create some more picnicking areas down there. We want to clear the banks off where the walking trail is, so people can sit there at a picnic table or a bench and eat their lunch or
And see the
whatever.
river.
Pardon me?
And see the river.
And see the river. And while we were down there after the park board meeting, right south of
Dogs.
Delps, we were right there. There were 2 eagles nested in the trees there, and we didn't bother them a bit. We just stood there and watched them, and you know, that's pretty cool that we have that right in our own backyard. And we need to focus on that more and really make it easier for other people to use that too, to enjoy that too. So to go fishing or, you know, just picnicking or whatever they want to do. So that we held a lot of discussion about that. So anyway, I think, pardon me?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Something that I was thinking about, because I always have people reaching out needing community service. And the park board would probably be a good place for certain projects for them to maybe get some hours.
Sure. We've got a lot of work down there, a
So
lot of brush to clean up.
just stay in touch with me, and I can stay in touch with probation,
Okay.
and we can all help each other out.
That would be great. Thank you. I think that's all I've got. I'm not sure.
Okay, we got a,
Thanks, Diana.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Jen,
huh?
they're requesting a donation. That second letter.
Oh, okay.
Next page. I think. I don't know.
Notification.
Doing a donation from your
Yeah.
business for the upcoming silent
Yeah,
auctions.
that's page 2. What do we normally do on that? Anybody remember?
I think Kathy has given gift card, and I've gone and bought stuff. Haven't we? We've done
I
it
think
that
we've
way?
been $100 donation, and then you went and got gift cards or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I turned it into something they could bid on.
I'll make a motion to give $100 to the park board for their donation for their chili cook-off.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think about the gift cards, was that included
What
in
would you
that?
like that to come out of?
Huh?
What fund would you like that
I
to?
heard you.
Can we take it out of the general fund?
Electric
or
and gas?
Electric and gas.
Yeah.
Electric and gas sounds
Yeah,
great to me.
Because we can't actually. Because general fund is tax dollar
Okay,
revenues.
okay, so-
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be, she's right.
Yeah,
All right.
Electric and gas sounds great.
Yes.
good idea.
One day I'll learn.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
it takes a while.
I've said it these 30 years. and
Now that I know what I'm doing.
It's good.
Thank you.
Thank Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We got a revised bid schedule from Katie at HWC.
Yeah, that one I emailed you, Scott got a hold of her because he had her restructure it so it would coincide with our regular meeting, so we didn't have to set a couple other special sessions. I think the bid opening, is it at our regular
It's
meeting in
3-2.
February?
Project.
Project meeting in second.
Yeah, and the contract signed on the 16th.
Yeah, March 2nd.
And then the documents to NDOT on March 17th.
Did you ever get an answer back from?
Yes, I was gonna tell you to be watching for an email, because for some reason, my email with that paperwork didn't get to the right person.
Oh, okay.
So they should be texting you and emailing you
Okay.
to get the contract signed.
Alrighty. New vehicle paperwork. We need the motion to approve and allow and appoint someone to execute.
That's what I emailed you.
Yep.
That's it. We actually should bring it up in the meeting and have it in there.
Well, what's the, I mean, to execute just signatures or?
Mhm.
I'll do Caffrey, wouldn't it? We have to just name it.
Yeah, I can sign it. The dealership actually wants to be called so they can FaceTime, so they have a recording of the paperwork being signed. Because their normal procedure is to have someone right there in their office, dealership, sign it, so.
So what we need is a motion to approve
The
the
paperwork is
paperwork and
presented.
appoint you as the executor.
I'll make a motion to approve the paperwork and have Kathy to execute it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Our UGM natural gas management agreement. So Cemetery said, what changes are they gonna make?
Well, they didn't get anything to me by
Okay.
today, not even an email for her to explain it to you, but I just put it in there. Do you wanna table it till our special session?
Yeah.
If she gets me something pretty quick, I'll email that to you.
Okay. Yep. Melissa?
Do you need a motion table it?
No,
No.
I could just put
Table.
table till February 2nd, 5th.
Okay. That's gotta be Melissa. Alright. Write-off from the, January 1, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, in the amount of $3,041.20.
Where'd it go?
And some of
And
you
that's
girls
just-
may not know, that's utility, past due utility accounts that have not been paid. We can write them off, that's why it says 1/1/20 through 12/31/20. We can only go, has to be past due for 2 years at least, but it has to be like 2 years back.
Okay.
That's why you can't go up current, it has to be 2
Okay.
years.
So do you need a motion to
Prior.
write this off?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll make a motion to write off for the period of January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020 in the amount of $3,041.20.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And that's a yearly
Mhm.
thing.
Yearly
January,
thing, so next
yes.
year will be 2021, so gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got 3 invoices from HWC for professional services for the water system PER nitrate compliance project. And we have those, and it's in
Says
$60,965.
Scott would be here by now. They're piling up with that amount due, even though we won't be getting that money through the state yet because the project's not advanced far enough. He thought that we probably should go ahead and get these paid and just, I can do it from a drop-down fund where it'll carry into the negative until we get reimbursed.
Okay.
And then it'll be revenued in that same fund,
All right.
but that's up to you guys.
Well, they're gonna have to be paid sooner or later.
I'll make that a motion that we pay HWC.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And just FYI there, if anybody wants to read the,
Seen them once for up to 16,000 already.
yeah. Yeah. Don't take long, does it?
No, we don't.
Got a thing from Ron Reagan at UGM, if anybody wants their weekly updates or anything, let him know, and he'll add it. Just let him know if you're interested. Okay. Rex,
Oh, I know we just got a copy of these last week, but when are we gonna have to start thinking about the alternatives for the treatment facilities, the wells and all?
they're still collecting data on that.
Still collecting, okay. I've been reading them over and I just hold on to them.
Yeah, there's so many things on there that's on that list that, whether they're logical or not, you just gotta go through the motions to make the state happy.
At least 3 of them are, I mean, there's quite a few assumptions being made.
Yeah.
Assumptions that we'll be able to obtain
Right.
property at rates, and then that Rockville would even want to become part of our.
Yeah, that's probably not even feasible. Rockville's interested in going out towards the lake more than they were coming this way.
Yeah, that would
So-
make a whole lot more sense. Other than that, I really don't have anything.
Paul? For the fire department, had 7 runs so far this month. The white truck that was totaled got gone today. They
I was hoping that it was picked up and not taken.
Me too.
We'll
Yeah.
find out.
Nobody's reported this.
I know it. And their instructions to leave the key in the glove compartment unlocked, kind of sitting on a flat spot, and I did. And it was there at 11 o'clock and gone at noon. So, and yesterday they'd get it sometime between yesterday when we emailed back and forth and tomorrow night. So that's pretty quick to get rid of it. We got all the radios out, everything's gone out of it, so.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Mm.
That's it.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything.
The leftover stuff that was for sale or whatever, is that all gone now?
Yeah, it's all gone except for the 2 boxes of vinyl siding and that trough that didn't sell.
Yeah.
But I think they're just gonna scrap that.
That's the only thing I
Like, trash
had.
the siding.
So Brian got his thing.
I believe so today.
Okay. Because he said if it forgets again to call him.
It looks better up there.
They've
Good.
been trying to organize and
Yeah.
clean up, and they're doing that in the shop area too.
Haven't
Yeah.
been in there, but it looks better out in the yard. The stuff is gone that's not used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the emergency management come and get their sandbags? I was
No,
gonna ask
I
Brad
emailed
next time I
him.
saw him, I forgot about it today.
I don't think yes, I had to think a minute, because I emailed them, the guys were worried about them, because they had to set them out to make room. And we were worried about him, so we emailed them, and he come over, he had this little itty bitty trailer, which he would have had to make about 5 trips, but the guys ended up taking them over to the jail where they were gonna be stored in the pole barn. So they're gone too.
Thank you.
Other than that, I don't have
We
anything.
should need sandbags again.
I do have one more thing. Brad's not here to explain it, but, we had an incident down on Adams Street, was that last week, week before? Norman? Took a fitting loose on a water meter, trying to help us, help him. Got kind of heated, I got involved, and, I mean, other than keeping the peace, nobody was stealing anything, nobody, and we don't have a tampering ordinance, so, going forward, just something to think about, like,
It is built into the, code for utility services. It states in there that no one's to tamper with any, electric, gas, water meter.
Sure.
so he had to run a new water line is what happened. So he took the fitting off the meter, well, he didn't have nothing to thread onto that because it's a special thread, to my understanding. So he didn't want to put the old one back on because he was running a new service, so he thought, well, I'll put a new fitting on. So he called up and told on himself. And he's like, if I'd known you was going to get involved, he said, I wouldn't even have called. He said, I'd have put the old one on and let it leak, and I'd have called him out and told him it was leaking. He said, but I was trying to save them some time and me some time, and now everybody's mad at me. And, so I see, I mean, it's one of those situations I can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
Nobody's really given any direction as to how you guys want that addressed. Like, I don't, it was a paper pit, pretty junk.
Yeah.
I wasn't near as worked up about it.
Several
as
decades old.
some of them.
Yeah, it ended up having a happy ending, I think, and with us, we'll be getting revenue at a structure that hasn't had services for
Quite a while.
13 years or so, so
Yeah, so there's positives to
we
it.
might just have to look into it further in case
Well, he was trying
something
to,
in the future happens.
trying to make it better for everybody, but it just didn't work out that way, so.
I chalked it up as a misunderstanding, but I don't know if there was overtime accrued, because it was like,
It was, and that was a
3:30.
big issue because, but they got down there, I think if there was anything past 4:30, it was about 15 or 20 minutes maybe, so we were good.
Okay. Kathy, you got anything for us?
That's it.
Shauna's not here.
I'd make a motion we adjourn, no more business.
so
All in favor?
Right.